My name's Mary Jo.
That's a beautiful name, Mary Jo. Where are you from originally?
Schuylkill County.
Schuylkill
like
County.
Pottsville area.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I grew up all over out there.
Yeah. How was it like growing up out there?
Well, my mom had 9 kids and gave us all up. My dad tried to keep us, but my dad was like older and had like health problems. So we ended up in the system, like foster care and stuff.
Wow.
Like I was in children's homes, foster care, institutions, like my whole life.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are your parents still alive?
My mom is, my dad isn't.
Do you stay in touch with your mom?
No.
Why not?
I met her when I was younger, and it didn't seem like she was really interested in having a relationship.
I'm so sorry to hear that. How old was you when you went into those homes?
7 was the first one. I lived at one for like 5 years, but she died. And then after that, it was like from one hellhole to the next.
How was it going through that experience for you?
Like I said, the first one was really good. They were great. They treated me really good and everything. But she passed away. And then as soon as she died, like I didn't get to go to her funeral or nothing. They just put me somewhere else, and it was just one bad place to the next.
What about your siblings?
There's 9 of us all together, but I only grew up with 3 of them, like knowing 3 of them. I met all the other ones so far, like, you know, by now, but I only have a relationship with like 3 of them.
Do you have any favorite childhood memories you can think of?
Yeah, with my dad, like my dad used to take us camping every summer. He would take us to like carnivals and stuff.
It's an ambulance coming. Until it pass. There is no escaping noise. Even away from Kensington, it's still noisy. Let's talk about school. How far do you go?
I went to 12th grade.
And what happened after you graduated?
I got committed. I struggled with like depression and anxiety and stuff growing up. And I used to self-mutilate, and they put me in a mental hospital when I was like 17, and I was there for like 3.5 years. So I finished school there.
So let's talk about your situation that you're in right now. Tell us about it.
I've been on the streets for like the last year. I had housing actually right around the corner. I lived on Ludlow Street with Project Homes, but I was using and I got sick. I had endocarditis, and I was in the hospital for 2 months. And when I got out of the hospital, they said I couldn't move back there.
Oh, that's heartbreaking, right?
Yeah.
So all your stuff was in there and they told you couldn't go back?
Right. They just, I couldn't get any of my stuff. It was like my locks were changed and I paid my rent while I was in the hospital and everything. And when I got out, they said I needed a higher level of care, but nobody told me that, you know?
When they say a higher level of care for what?
I mean, I just got out of the hospital. The hospital didn't think I needed a higher level of care anymore, you know? I was septic, all kinds of stuff. It was real scary.
What careers have you had in the past?
I did a lot of like different jobs, like a lot of manual labor, like factory work. I did what's that called? Landscaping. I worked in like a factory where we made fabricated stones. Just manual labor.
All right. And now, how long have you been homeless out here now?
For like a year now.
How has that year been for you?
Up and down.
And
There's
you are?
been some really shitty moments and there's been some okay.
What has been one of your shitty moments?
Being stuck down in Kensington. Like people robbing me, like, you know, people acting like they're your friend. You spend money on them, you get high with them, and then you wake up and all your shit's gone, they're gone. You see people walking around with your clothes, your shoes on, you know, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just like this, like, men running up to you and just yanking bags out of your hands.
It's dangerous out there.
Yeah.
I have heard a lot of horror stories. Let's talk about addiction. What drugs are you struggling with?
The fentanyl. Like I've been trying to like lay off with it because I've been getting these you know them
Abscesses and sores, right?
Yeah. And that really like freaks me out. 'Cause I've been using a long time and I never saw nothing like that.
It's that xylazine that's causing those issues with people, you know?
And that withdrawal's no joke either. But
What?
a little bit of cocaine here and there. I smoke that K2 sometimes. Benzo, anything really, it seems.
So how do you support yourself?
Well, I was getting my disability, but they're trying to take that from me now.
Damn.
And I panhandle, and I have a friend out here, and we he doesn't use, but you know, he hustles and makes his money and stuff, and we look out for each other, you know.
Right. Yeah, you need a partner out here sometimes, right?
Yeah, I give him everything. I hand him all my stuff, and he keeps everything for me. He doesn't spend my money. He keeps all my stuff safe. I lucked out and found a really good person.
Yeah, you have. It's hard to hear stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
What about the shelters? Have you thought about getting yourself in the shelters?
Yeah. I'm trying to get him and I in that, in the couples shelter. You know, I've been trying to do that. But as far as the emergency shelters, I'd rather sleep outside.
Wow.
Because it's just bullshit. Like the staff treat you, can you hear me?
You can't escape the noise no matter where you go. That thing is loud. Bye-bye. Come on, bus. Oh, we gotta deal with a lot of distractions. Yeah, let's get back to where we was at, dear. Man, it's like so noisy out here.
It is.
Damn. I thought it was gonna be a chill spot. I know it was gonna be a nightmare also. Well, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
I sleep out in Roxborough right now because it's safer. Like I keep all my stuff out there, and we sleep out there because nobody messes with your stuff. Like you can sleep out there and like have your cigarettes next to you, your drink, whatever. And nobody messes with you.
Now, why do you come down here?
Mainly because this was my neighborhood for so long, and it's better than a lot of other places in the city to hang out and to make a little money. Today was really slow though.
How much do you make out here? You panhandle, right?
Yeah, I mean, so it's always different, but I usually do pretty good. Usually do about like $30 to $40, like 2 to 3 hours. It's something, you know. Beats a blank.
How are you treated out here?
Not bad. I mean, people know me now, you know. Some people are rude, but for the most part, you know, people come up and talk to me. They'll pray with me. They'll just sit and chat with me. They'll eat with me, whatever, you know.
Yeah. How often do you eat?
I eat. Like today was kind of, like I said, was kind of a messed up day, but like the last couple of days have been all right. You know, I try and make sure, like, I always make sure I eat something, and like I said, my friend always makes sure that he makes sure I eat and have certain things, you know?
Yeah. How often do you go to Kensington?
Every day. Like I said, I haven't been messing around as much now because, like, things that have been happening, but I'm still, certain things still make me, like, wanna, you know,
So you
just
down?
forget, and like I'll go and grab stuff and leave right away. I don't really hang out down there.
So you just go to buy the drugs, then come down here to use it?
Yeah, or just out to Roxborough.
Okay. How were you introduced to fentanyl?
When I was like in my 20s, the first opiate I ever did was Oxy 80, and the woman that I would get them from, she had fentanyl patches. So the first things I ever did was oxys and fentanyl patches.
Then you progressed to heroin?
Yeah, I was disappointed when I went from that to heroin. First it was the fentanyl patches, but when I first got the fentanyl in the streets, I thought they ripped me off.
Why you say that?
Because it didn't look like dope. I thought they beat me. I threw the shit away. I'm like, what is this? I was afraid to do it. Because dope was brown, you know, tan. And it was white, so I was like, what is this? And then somebody was like, you dumbass, that was Fetty.
And why do you do it?
Because that was all that was really out here.
And now you're addicted to that, right?
Yeah.
It's not
Well,
easy.
really, it's not even fentanyl anymore. It's that xylazine.
Trank.
And that sickness is so bad. I hate it.
What does it do to you?
I just get I just throw up. Like the nausea. Like you can't even like sit still. It's just like this rolling like nausea. And all you do is throw up like foam, and it's bad.
Uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Damn.
And there's nothing they can do for it. My friend made me go the first time he saw me sick like that.
And what happened at the hospital?
They gave me a catapress. They said it was the most. They said it was the most like that.
And you've been experiencing sores and stuff and abscesses?
Yeah, I got.
On your leg?
I got this one. I got this one right here. I mean, they're not as bad as a lot of people's, but they're bad enough for me.
Well,
and they've been there for months. They don't heal.
Man, that's tough, right?
But this lady at what's that place called? St. Francis. Mm-hmm. One of the physician assistants, she said this honey. It's called Manuka honey. It's the only thing that I've been putting that on it and bandaging it up, and it looks better.
Do you shoot or snort?
I shoot it.
How many times a day do you shoot? Average, what you would say?
Like 5 to 8 sometimes. Depends.
So the more money you get, the more you use?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's how it goes, you know. There's no judgment.
I've been trying to maintain though. Like I try not to use it more than because that stuff is so nasty. You know, I try and just use like 2 a day right now. That's what I've been. Like I've been smoking that Tukey stuff to like not. Sometimes I'll smoke hard, and I don't even like hard. But anything just not to stick a needle in myself.
Right. So how does it make you feel when you use fentanyl? What type of effect?
I just forget everything. I pass out. I just feel peaceful for a while.
Yeah. Have you OD'd before?
Yeah, I just OD'd today actually.
How was that experience like?
They Narcaned me.
When you woke up, what do you remember what happened?
I was on the ground, I was cold and wet, and there's all these people around me. and I got up and just left.
But you did a shot and that put you out?
Yeah.
Damn. Do you know what they put into those bags that you are injecting? Do you know what's in it?
Not all of it, no.
I heard meat tenderizer, rat poison, cement fillers, all kinds of horrible things that's not for humans. And that's why it's coming out of your body, because it don't belong in your body, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, you ever had clean time?
Yeah.
How long?
Well, the longest was like 3 years when my son was born.
How many? I'm sorry.
Oh, so it's all right.
How many kids do you have?
1.
And so talk about, you was clean when your son was born for 3 years?
Yeah.
What triggered you?
Life, my relationship with my husband, his mental illness, like just everything that was going on.
What are some things that trigger you into using drugs?
Feelings. I don't like getting angry or like irritated or stressed out or thinking about stuff.
Yeah. So what's a day out here look like for you 24 hours?
I get up early. Like I said, I sleep out in Roxborough. Like we usually get a cup of coffee, say hi to our friends out there, and then get on the bus. I go to my clinic. I usually take care of as much as it, get a shower, get some clothes, eat, you know what I mean? Take care of business, hustle up some money, take care of any paperwork or stuff I gotta take care of for my, you know what I mean? Like business, you know?
Handle your business, right?
Yeah.
What month and day were you born?
November 5th.
What sign is that?
Scorpio.
Oh, Scorpio. Shout out to the Scorpions. Show your girl some love. What are some things you love most about yourself?
My sense of humor, my honesty, my my heart. I might be little but I have heart.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What's your favorite season of the year?
Fall.
Why?
It's not hot, it's not real cold, it's pretty. I was born in the fall.
Nice. What are some of your favorite foods?
I like dumplings and I like soups. I like all food. I love food. I like to eat. I like sweets and desserts.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I hear that. Do you have a favorite band or artist you listen to?
I like anything rock. I like old rock, new rock, punk rock. Yeah.
All right. Are you currently in a relationship?
I have a friend that we, yeah.
What do you look for in a partner?
Looks out for me, strong, can protect me, honest, good-hearted, generous, things like that, but not a pussy.
I hear that.
Yeah.
When you look at yourself in the mirror now, what do you see?
I feel like I'm wasting away.
How much you used to weigh before?
About $150, $160. I'm like 130 now.
Right. If you had to pick one or the other, if you had to pick to fly or be invisible, which one would you pick?
To fly.
Wow.
That'd be cool. I always wanted to fly.
Shout out to the Bird Gang. She's on my team. That's what's up. If your friends or your family see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
That I love them and I'm trying my best.
Awesome.
I never meant to hurt them or anything.
Do you have a hobby or a skill?
I like to read. I'm kind of a nerd. I like to learn things.
Okay, that's wonderful to hear. If you had 3 wishes, what would your 3 wishes be?
That's a hard hard one.
You want to skip? You can skip if you want.
All
right.
It'll take too long to think of.
I got you. If you can go back in time, what will you tell your younger self?
To hold on, to not lose hope, and to stay on track.
Awesome.
And to know that you're loved.
Beautiful. What do you want the world to know about you?
Do I want the world to know about me? That not everything's always cracked up to what it, like, everything's not always what it looks like, you know? Like, people see something and they want to judge or assume it is a certain way, but you never know.
Right. Where is your son currently?
With my mother.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
What would you like to say to people who judge people who struggle with drug addiction?
Don't judge, because you never know who, I'm sure it affects somebody that you love or care about. Because it affects everybody.
Right,
it doesn't discriminate.
Really don't. Anything else you would like to add? AML family, I want to tell Mary Jo, thank you so much for being courageous and helping to save the future generation. We wish her all the best. She's now part of the AML family. Is there anything you are in need of that we can help you with, Mary Jo?
Not particularly.
All right. How do we reach out to you? Do you have an email address that people, if they want to contact you, to send stuff to you?
Facebook.
What's your Facebook?
It's Mary Jo Koski.
Spell that for your last name for us.
Koskey.
Okay, all right. We'll follow you, Mary. And do you check that Facebook often?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Send her all a positive message. Send her some love. I think this is noisier than Kensington. Jesus. All right, guys. So we're about to lift off. Don't be bitter. Be better. Until next time, we out there.